Baru ada berapa orang ni? 27. Kelas ni berapa orang 29. Okay. So ada lagi 2 orang. Masuk I30 kan? You guys can hear me clearly tak? Kalau boleh buat macam ni. Supaya nampak korang. Okay, nice. I suruh tunjuk kat muka kat kamera. Okay everyone, Assalamualaikum, very good morning. Ada yang macam baru bangun nampaknya. Kelas 10.30. Baru first class ke of the day?
Yes.
Tadi tak ada kelas? Pagi 8.30? Tak ada. Okay, alright. Patutnya kelas kita pagi kan 8.30. Hari ni tiba-tiba dah buka tukar 10.30. Is it? Tak. Okay, so Assalamualaikum everyone. Good morning and welcome to EVM 490, Organizing Events and Practices. First of all, my name is Azura Nordin. You can see on my line nama I kat situ. For me Miss Azura ya, bukan Madam. So tadi ada yang call I Madam semua tu. Tak apa, I maafkan, tapi lepas ni please call me Miss. Alright, so EVM 490, Organizing Events and Practices, elective subject for all of you, 3 credit hours and 3 contact hours. Actually dia 4 contact hours, tapi di semester ada miscommunication dengan macam mana tak cawangan tak, diorang bagi I 3 jam je. So tak apa, tapi I memang akan ada extra hours for you guys on WhatsApp ke apa ke, because we do need extra time to do a lot of discussion and kita nak kena buat a lot of arcade discussion and also consultation dengan I nak buat event ni. So let me give you an overview about this event. So there are 3 course outcome of this event. You guys will be, akan ada 3 benda you guys akan dapat from this event, this code. First, you'll be able to define key components of event planning, including event objective, target audience, budgeting, logistic. So ini adalah among the first few things that you guys will learn. And then you will apply all this event concept yang you dah belajar untuk design and develop a comprehensive event proposal. And you will come up with event proposal, come up with event theme, program schedule, venue selection and etc. untuk buat event. So that is one of the big project, which is to organize an event. So you will demonstrate them by via effective communication and collaboration while working in a team to execute a small scale event within a given budget and timeline. Okay. So 3 benda. So these are the course content. Kita ada 5 chapters saja, very short chapters, tapi most of the time memang kita adakan banyak discussion. So I will cover chapter 1 hari ni. I akan habiskan chapter 1 hari ni and lepas tu kita akan terus masuk second phase, kita akan terus buat proposal and at the same time bila kita buat proposal tu kita akan terus plan. As I teach you, we are going to terus untuk implement benda yang kita belajar into practice to organize an event. Okay, so these are the 3 chapters and then there are 2 more chapters, media and protocol and implementation. So this subject, this code, dia punya syllabus tak ada textbook. So you akan diberikan nota dan slides. So you just download daripada YouFuture. Ada yang dah download dah. I dah letak dalam YouFuture all the information. Untuk first chapter semua dah ada. Okay. Ada kan? Ada yang dah tengok dah? Ke baru hari ni terus buka tengok semua benda? Tak ada. Okay, tak apa. Alright. Okay, let me ask you whether all of you ni daripada STP ke, Asasi ke, from diploma ke?
Diploma UiTM.
Diploma apa tu?
Diploma.
Diploma apa? Buat tu cuba letak dekat ni chat box. May I know from what diploma? Kalau if you from STP or from Asasi pun tolong letak juga. I nak tahu. STP, diploma, TESOL, Asasi, matrikulasi, pastry art, semua menarik. Marketing. STP, Marketing, Information Management. Oh tu I pergi diploma dulu, Information Management. Metric. Okay, so I assume yang from diploma ni dah pernah lah buat event. Kan? Ada pernah buat event masa diploma? Siapa yang pernah buat event, siapa yang tak pernah buat event? Cuba respon. Pernah atau tak pernah buat event?
Tak pernah, Miss.
Tak.
Tak pernah.
Oh ramai tak pernah, ada yang pernah lah. Okay tak apa. So yang event subjek ni kita akan buat memang totally basic. So siapa yang tak pernah buat event pun I'm sure you can do it because it's a team effort So assessment untuk subjek ni dia ada 4 assessment. First individual assessment. Individual assessment ni maybe after kita finish the first 2 chapters kita dah boleh buat. Jadi you akan submit before raya. Bila you buat macam event action plan, you buat apa event you nak buat, apa objektif dia, kita akan belajar. And then kita akan belajar macam mana nak buat dia punya timeline, macam mana nak buat dia punya work withdrawal structure. So that is the individual assignment. And then second one is group assignment. Group assignment ni you kena buat proposal. Lepas tu proposal ni adalah dalam group. Kita ada berapa orang tadi? 30 So maybe dalam 5 orang satu group. So I akan terima 6 proposal daripada group ni. Daripada apa? Daripada kelas ni I akan terima 6 proposal. And then from this 6 proposal, kita akan pilih satu event untuk kita organize. Mana yang paling best, yang paling sesuai untuk kita organize as a whole group. So group assignment yang event tu kita buat secara besar-besaran untuk 30 orang. So markah 30 orang tu samalah. And then test individual. Okay, so these are the 4 assessment. Simple saja, nampak simple je kan. Assessment pun mostly is group assignment. So shouldn't be worried about that. Okay, so WhatsApp group dah masuk. So I tak payah cover yang tu. Apa lagi? Kita masuklah dulu chapter yang pertama. So ada apa-apa soalan? Ada tak yang dah masuk kat sini belum register, tak boleh register ke apa ke? Tak ada isu Okay, semua from marketing kan? Ada tak yang daripada program lain?
Tak ada, Miss.
Tak ada Tak ada daripada program lain So semua daripada marketing okay. Tak apa. Okay, let's look at the first chapter. I will share with you chapter 1, Introduction to Event Management. Kita akan tengok the overview of event industry lah. Basically, kita nak tengok some of the basics of why we organize events and all that. So, why we organize event? Of course, kita nak create memorable experiences. Kan? Paling simple lah. You guys pernah, of course, you guys akan pergi birthday, weddings. Those are memorable experience, kan? That's why we created that anniversary. And then we also organize event to facilitate communication and networking. Macam kita buat networking dinner, kita buat luncheon, kita buat conference, kita buat forum. So those are event-event yang facilitate communication and networking. Yang kita buat town hall event and then promoting brands and products. So benda ni kena dengan marketing. So one of the reason why subject ni you guys can ambil elective as an elective because it's very important for I think for marketing agencies for their staff to know how to organize events. Sebab sekarang ni banyak marketing agency dia orang buat product launch semua ni, kadang-kadang dia orang buat in-house je kan, dia dah tak hire organizer luar. Memang sekarang ni semua orang nak cut cost so dia orang buat in-house event. And even though kalau dia orang buat hire orang luar pun, event organizer pun, at least they should know the basics of event organizing so they know that how to deal with the event organizer. Because marketing agency akan gunakan events untuk promote produk, buat product launch, nak buat road tour kan, road show untuk promote brand. So that is the main reason untuk kita belajar macam mana nak buat event. And kita organize event also for knowledge sharing and education. Macam kita buat conference, kita buat symposium, kita buat sharing of knowledge, macam exhibition semua tu. So those are a platform for you to share ideas, innovation, okay. And then cultural and social celebration. Hari Raya, kita buat macam apa tu, Cuti Malaysia punya festival tu, food fest, all these vendors, festivals, okay. So all the social and cultural celebration. And of course, all of these events yang kita buat actually create an economic impact. So dia create economic impact bukan saja kepada organizer, bukan saja organizer dapat profit ya, tapi orang-orang keliling lah. Macam kalau kita buat event conference for example dekat KLCC. So let's say event tu 2-3 hari kan. So of course orang yang pergi tu memerlukan hotel kan, so memerlukan transportation, dia akan ada makan untuk malam ke, mungkin conference tak provide makan siang apa malam. So itu dah create economic for those businesses around the event area. Hotel dapat duit, orang Grab dapat duit, orang yang jual makanan dapat duit. So dia bukannya create economic impact kepada organizer tapi to the community as well. So FYI, events ataupun specifically business events is also a huge contributor to Malaysians punya GDP. Sebab kita banyak generate income daripada event-event yang berbentuk insentif. Di contoh macam ada company kan, dia bawa dia punya staff pergi overseas kan, pernah dengar kan, kalau macam you capai certain sale, you bawa pergi Korea, bawa pergi South Africa lah kan. So macam bawa pergi macam pergi sekali Korea lah, banyak orang suka hantar reward dia punya staff. So macam buat team building dekat overseas betul. So that is what we call incentive travel. So kita bawa orang keluar kan, tapi sebenarnya banyak negara-negara lain yang bawa diorang punya staff datang Malaysia to give incentive rewards. So especially China, ada 1 year ni 2018, 2019, we generate millions of ringgit because of company ni dia bawa, dia macam MLM company from China, bawa dia punya staff, dia beratus-ratus staff dia datang kat Malaysia untuk reward them. So diorang macam pergi Penang, pergi Melaka, dia buat dinner dekat MyTech. So those all generate money for Malaysia. So itu satu contoh. So banyak lagi company lain yang memang datang Malaysia because it's cheap for them. You know, mana yang high currency ni, it's cheap for them to come to Malaysia to celebrate and reward diorang punya staff. Because currency tinggi kan. So that's how they can actually create economic impact. Okay. So event ni kita boleh tengok dia punya kategori daripada dua aspects. First is size and second is type. So let's look at the size first. So what is mega events? Okay. Kita ada mega event, major events, hallmark events and local community events. So mega events ni event-event yang besar and they affect whole economies and memang dia dapat coverage media yang global lah. So example saya bagi kat sini, FIFA World Cup. Right, I'm sure all the boys know what is FIFA World Cup. Mungkin the girls pun tahu sebenarnya. So maybe bagi contoh lain, apa mega events yang mungkin you rasa masuk dalam kategori ni? Contoh-contoh mega event yang lain.
F1 Grand Prix.
F1 Grand Prix, yes, boleh. Lagi? Apa lagi?
Asian Cup.
Asian Cup pun, yeah, I would consider that. Lagi?
Sukan C.
Sukan C, lagi?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yes, because it also have huge sponsors kan? Lagi? Olympic. Yes, betul. Excited je dia Olympic. Puasa tak puasa ni? Alright. Okay, so Olympic. What else? Okay, so those are really good example of mega events, okay. And dia bukannya macam mega events ni daripada segi size tu bukan hanya daripada segi orang yang datang tau. Macam Olympic tu memang beribu-ribu orang datang. It could be tens of thousands people. Tapi kalau kita tengok yang pergi ke macam F1 for example, hanya limited to that circuit saja kan. Tak berapa orang datang. Beribu-ribu jugalah. Tapi sebenarnya Olympic lagi besar. Tapi dia also is considering the amount of money involved to organize it. How huge the event daripada segi to organize it. Macam F1 tu, it's could be billions juga. And also Super Bowl kan, because the amount of money involved to actually organize those events. So it also is being considered in terms of the sizes of those aspects as well. And the second one is major events. Major event is which large scale as well, tapi taklah attract global media, tapi macam orang tahulah benda ni. Okay. So major event contoh macam Oscars, Academy Awards, Golden Globes, apa lagi? Sukma kira major lah, Sukma kan. Sukan Malaysia tu. Tapi tidak, I think you boleh lah make that kind of comparison between those, and then diorang ada juga economic impact for the society, for the surrounding community. And then we have hallmark events. Hallmark events ni, it could be single time events ataupun repeating events, tapi dia lebih dia ada tie in into tourism in terms of promoting the place. So dia contohnya macam kalau event tu dibuat kat tempat lain, dia tak jadi, bukanlah event dia. Macam for example lah, tour di Langkawi. So of course itu adalah event yang dekat Malaysia, right? And dia mesti akan involve Langkawi at some point. Sama ada sebagai end point ataupun selalunya end point lah, selalunya tour di Langkawi ni akan dijadikan tempat finishing untuk the whole leg of the race. So tour di Langkawi hanya boleh ada kat Malaysia kan? So adalah contoh hallmark events. And then contoh-contoh lain macam apa lagi? Tour de France, itu pun contoh dia. And then Boston Marathon can only be organized kat, of course, Boston, right? So because it's kalau dah diorganize dekat New York kan dah jadi lain. So kalau those event-event yang memang ada nama tempat macam Gold Coast Marathon, New York Marathon, so those are what we call hallmark events. Alright, apa lagi yang mungkin hallmark events? Pergi bercontoh kat I lah. Ya kalau buat kat tempat lain tak jadi lah. Dia memang bukan dia.
Rio Carnival.
Rio Carnival, yes, that's right. Macam the Mardi Gras tu, and then Hari Merdeka kita, right? The Independence Day. So those are example of hallmark events. And then we also have local community events, macam small events happening macam kat regional level ke, macam food festival, concert. So dah smaller event lah. Macam apa lagi? Jom Heboh kan? So those are local event. Bazar Ramadan pun boleh di-consider that as well. So adalah basis of size. And then the next one, in the basis of types. Maksudnya dia punya pengisian dia tu apa. So tadi I ada mention pasal business event kan. Business event tu juga yang kita panggil MICE, iaitu meeting, incentive, convention and exhibitions. So in the event industry, kalau orang sebut MICE, orang tahu dah what do you mean. It means business events. So dia cover meetings. Meetings ni macam huge meeting yang macam ada CEO, APEC Summit, forum, and then incentives event yang tadi tu adalah yang reward event tu yang bawa staff pergi overseas team building for companies, those are incentives. And then conventions ataupun conference and exhibitions. Okay, exhibition macam kat KLCC, City Mall, all those indoor hall, yang ada exhibitions tu is considered as MICE events. And then kita ada sports event. I'm sure everyone knows what sports events, marathon, run, Zumba, semua tu. Political event tu macam political rallies lah. Kalau you remember masa pilihan raya kan ada perhimpunan, ada macam dia datang bagi ceramah syarahan seperti tu, yang tu those are political event. Perhimpunan Agung UMNO, those are political event. And then kita ada religious events. Religious events ni anything yang related to agama lah, macam haji, lepas tu ada Ma'al Hijrah, Maulid Rasul, so those are religious events. And then Kenduri Tahlil, okay. And then life cycle and milestones, those macam birthdays, anniversary, sambutan macam Jubilee Perak, Jubilee Emas kan, sekolah punya sambutan ulang tahun semua tu, this is what it meant by life cycle and milestones events. And then we also have social events. Social events ni macam you buat dinner, you buat luncheon, anything lah yang berkaitan nak gathering, reunion semua tu, those are social events. cultural events, any event yang related to culture, yang ada persembahan tarian or theatre, anything cultural, okay, cultural events. Corporate events, macam annual dinner companies, company buat networking event kan, cocktail lunch, cocktail hours semua tu, okay, corporate events. Educational events, conference, any events yang dalam university, kita buat kita punya forum, kita buat kita punya kursus, training for staff, those are educational events. And then fundraising event. Fundraising event ni event-event yang senang cakap macam charity events lah, yang kita cari duit untuk orang derma, untuk raise funds. It could also be in the form of macam dinner, lepas tu siapa bayar meja kan, bayar table. Lepas tu any event yang fundraising lah. So fundraising event ni could also, those events yang types ni, it could be combination of 2 or 3 things at the same time. Macam fundraising event can also be sports event. Mungkin dia buat marathon, macam part of the fees untuk marathon tu kita masuk ke dalam untuk derma kepada cancer ke. Dia boleh combination benda-benda ni semua. Macam educational can also be part of macam cultural event kan. Okay. So ini in the basis of types. So event industry ni dia memang cover various sectors. Okay, dia boleh masuk business, dia boleh cover entertainment, dia boleh cover sports, dia cover tourism, education and anything lah. Dia memang every industry memang akan ada orang buat event. You know, so it's not limited to one industry. Macam tak boleh nak macam coin kata certain people je yang terlibat. Sebab kalau kita cakap pasal pharmaceutical industry, pharmaceutical medical industry ni adalah one of the industry yang selalu buat conference, selalu buat conference yang tu memang they invest a lot of money. So company event suka kalau buat event dengan pharmaceutical because they don't mind paying, because they have huge a lot memang can make profit from them, because pharmaceutical memang kaya kan diorang ni. So diorang suka buat conference ni untuk panggil doktor-doktor for latest innovation, latest drugs to be used. So memang selalu buat lah. Kalau you guys pergi Google conference dekat Malaysia sahaja tahun ni beratus dah event-event dekat KLCC tu yang berkaitan dengan medical, dentistry, medical, heart surgeon, pediatry, memang banyak. Okay, so memang industri tu pun memang ada terlibat buat event juga. So dia memang banyak create a lot of growth in terms of economic, and one of the industry yang still can survive during COVID because kita boleh buat online. We still can do a lot of online conference, online forums. So it increase connectivity, dia macam create global network semua tu memang mudah lah. And it brings huge economic values to countries as well. Macam for example lah, siapa minat Taylor Swift? Ada Swifties kat sini tak? Siapa minat Taylor Swift tak? Coldplay ke? Ada. Fahmi. Minat Taylor Swift wah ramainya. Taylor Swift ke Coldplay. So, you guys tahu kan yang Coldplay hanya buat 1 hari je kat Malaysia. Lepas tu Taylor Swift tak buat pun konser dekat Malaysia kan. Lepas tu dia buat dekat Singapore sampai berapa hari? 5 hari kan? Seminggu, 7-10 hari. Ya Allah, lama banyak gila. So those incidents, macam this situation create a huge economic impact to Singapore. Diorang punya tourism memang booming. This awal tahun ni je dah 3 concert that they have yang kita miss out. You know, because bila Singapore get all those artists to come, and bukannya semua orang Singapore yang pergi kan, yang pergi orang Malaysia, yang pergi orang Indonesia. I pergi tahu konsert Coldplay dekat Singapore, keliling I Indonesian I macam keliling Indonesia. Masa I turun daripada flight, masa nak tunggu tu, lepas tu satu flight Indonesia turun, I macam siap pakai t-shirt, Coldplay semua tu macam lah, ini semua pergi pergi Coldplay punya konsert orang Indonesia. Satu kapal tu aku rasa macam diorang orang Indonesia ramai kan, diorang berjuta-juta kan. So I'm sure a huge percentage come for all those concerts there. And you imagine hotels diorang penuh, diorang punya tempat makan penuh, orang pakai Grab diorang, train, everything kan to go there. So see, they already making money from that. So dia memang create huge economic impact just for those the first quarter ni. Memang banyak benda yang diorang really have benefited from this concert. I don't know why Malaysia, I mean I know lah why, tapi faham tak? Macam kita ada banyak kekangan kat Malaysia ni because of that. Because people don't see jauh lah. Okay. Pasal tak boleh je let me adjust my view sikit. Okay, alright. Baru boleh nampak ramai. Buka kamera kan? Yes, buka bagi tak nampak muka. Okay, and then these are the key stakeholders in event management. So dalam event kita kena tahu juga siapa stakeholders dia. Tahu kan stakeholders tu apa? Tak tahu di Google apa. Tapi stakeholders yang ada kepentingan. So in detail what is stakeholders, you can have to Google. Event planners, which is going to be you guys lah, event planners. And then vendors and suppliers. Sebab kita buat event, kita bukannya kita yang buat, kita yang masak, kita yang pasang semua tu kan, kita kena hire orang untuk caterer, kita kena hire orang untuk audio visual, untuk buat stage. So we're gonna use a lot of vendors and suppliers. So those people are our stakeholders as well, because kalau tak ada those suppliers and vendors, tak jadi our event. And then we also have sponsors. Kalau certain event tak akan jadi kalau tak ada sponsor. Macam F1 kan, kalau tak ada sponsor memang nobody can actually afford to organize a F1. And then attendees, of course attendees is one the main stakeholder, because kita buat event untuk diorang. Kita memang buat event untuk attendees punya experience. So kenapa ada sekarang 4 ni, so you guys tahu these 4 adalah orang-orang penting dalam event. Kalau tak ada these people, tak ada these 4 kategori ni, memang event tak jadilah. Alright, so these are the roles and responsibilities of stakeholders. So event planners macam kita responsible for strategy untuk buat event macam mana, the planning, the execution of the event. So vendors and suppliers deliver goods and services. Sponsors provide financial, promotional support. Mungkin dia bagi kita barang ke kan, dia bagi services ke. And then of course attendees is for them, we want them to be actively participate, to engage in our event and benefit from it as well. Okay, so this is basically I dah cover the introduction of the event. So sekarang ni kita akan masuk macam apa yang you guys kena buat sebenarnya, right? Untuk this subject event 490 ni. But before that, give me about few minutes, 2-3 minutes I nak buat satu Google form, I nak minta you guys isi. Form tu I nak you guys letak you punya detail sikit and yang apa ni where you from semua tu, okay? 2 minutes. Jadi I sambung balik pasal event proposal ni nanti. Okay? 2 minutes. Kalau pergi toilet boleh kot. Syafirul apa tu nama dia tu? Tak nampak. Muhammad apa tu? Syafirul. Okay, so kita masuk the second part of the chapter 1, which is event proposal. So event proposal ni adalah is our major assignment lah yang you guys kena buat nanti. So what are the content, where to begin untuk buat event proposal. But before that, you need to understand why we need proposal. So these are the reason kenapa kita kena buat, okay? Clarity of vision. So bila kita buat event proposal, kita akan nampak apa yang kita nak buat sebenarnya tu. And of course it's important to start with the vision and then have an objective. Kenapa kita nak buat event? So any kind of event yang you nak buat, you need to be clear apa objective dia. And you need to put it on paper, you need to put it on black and white. And proposal also helps you to plan and organize. Sebab dalam proposal ni content dia ada apa? Kita ada budget, kita ada timeline, kita ada ahli jawatankuasa kan? Siapa yang pernah buat event proposal tu. And also it helps you to tengok macam mana sebenarnya betul tak cara you bagi kerja dalam department tu, cukup orang ke, ramai orang sangat ke, tak cukup orang ke. And then it helps you to allocate the resources, you know, bila because ada budget kan. So dia tunjuk you allocate resource okay tak okay. And proposal is also it's a tool for communication. Say for example you want to explain to people apa yang you nak buat, you nak cari sponsor for example kan. So you use that to actually beritahu dengan diorang apa event you sebenarnya. Sebab selalunya of course sponsors, organisation akan minta apa event you ni, what is the objective, how can I make money out of your event, and usually they're going to ask for a proposal anyway. So that's why it's also a communication tool. Proposal also help you to assess risk. As you buat planning, as you plan satu-satu apa benda yang kita nak kena buat dalam event tu, you akan identify, you akan nampak problem yang bakal berlaku, what will the challenges, what will the issues that could happen, and you will be able to identify macam mana nak solve this problem, macam mana nak prevent those things from happening kan. Macam you tengah buat tu macam alamak macam mahal je kan, kemah ni macam mahal sangat ni, oh tak boleh tak ada duit ni, so kena cari sponsor ataupun kena cari alternatif lain. And proposal also shows accountability because everything is on paper. So you dah letak, this is what you're going to do, this is your vision. So it shows that this is your punya tanggungjawab. And it helps you to measure whether you have achieved it or not. So at the end of the day, bila dah habis event tu nanti, you're going to look at your proposal, tengok balik, capai tak objektif you tadi. Okay, so it helps you to measure the success. And whether you punya perancangan keuangan tu, your financial planning tu, is actually in accordance to your plan or not. Have you used it well? Are you under budget? Are you over budget? Okay, so all of this shows, of course, professionalism. And it also helps you to be more adhere to rules and regulation, legal and compliances of the events. Kalau you buat event, banyak benda kita kena, let's say you buat dekat dalam UiTM pun, there's a lot of compliances that you have to adhere to. For example, kena minta kebenaran, kelulusan, nak booking tempat sebab tu kena ada kelulusan. Okay, kalau buat kat luar lagi lah, you kena minta kebenaran PBT, you know. PBT is pusat apa PBT? Tanggungjawab. Boleh lah pula. Okay lah, macam MDKL, MBSA, DBKL, those are what I meant by PBT. And then negotiation is also can be used by negotiation tool, macam contoh sponsorship bagi tadi tu. And of course, all this helps for decision making. Okay. So these are the key components of event proposal. Nanti you guys kena buat this sort of proposal. Alright, nanti I akan tunjuk lah contoh-contoh event proposal you guys kena buat, you guys kena present. So nanti you kena present ya, lepas raya nanti bila yang you dah buat satu group 5 orang tu, you kena present. So these are the things that I would like you to present to me. The objective, the target audience, event details tu adalah apa dia punya content. Okay, dia punya cara apa, what is the activity in the event. And then budget, you punya plan for marketing, siapakah individu yang terlibat, event team and dia punya roles tu, organizational structure lah basically. The timeline of the event and risk assessment tu maksudnya you identify risk, yang challenges that you gonna you gonna face. And also how you gonna measure, evaluation measurement. You guys have learned SWOT tak? Dah pernah belajar SWOT analysis tak? Pernah dengar tak SWOT?
Pernah.
SWOT.
Pernah, madam.
Pernah, madam.
Pernah, miss.
Okay, so SWOT analysis tu something that you can do to include in you punya proposal. So you can see clearly. So from SWOT, you'll be able to assess risk, you'll be able to tengok macam mana you nak promote you punya marketing. They have you to see whether it's feasible or not actually to organize your punya event. Okay, so these are the consideration that you need to have a good proposal. Make sure it's tailored to your audience. Siapa yang you akan present your proposal to? If you present it to the faculty, you kena tahu what is the format of the proposal of UiTM. What is kalau you nak bagi dekat government agencies ke, so you kena check lah who are you presenting to, who are your clients. Okay, it depends on that one. So in your case, your audience, the proposal audience tau, we're not talking about the event audience. The audience of your proposal is faculty. So kena lah ikut format yang faculty ada. And also to me, so I have a certain format also how you want to present it. So you maybe ada buat dua version. Satu yang slide PowerPoint version and another one is yang faculty punya version is the document. So if you are out, macam you nak pergi jumpa sponsors pun, they would prefer something yang visuals instead of having black and white macam assignment orang tu kan yang macam apa dokumen biasa tu. So they don't want that because they don't want to read. Usually they would ask you to submit deck. They call it deck. So deck tu DECK. So deck tu is like a presentation slide. You can use Canva or whatever PowerPoint ke apa ke to show it to them macam benda-benda yang gist of the event. Okay, and then make sure it's clear and concise, straight to the point. Tak payah ada woody sangat. Mesti ada visual elements. If you're saying that, oh, I want to organize a food fest, kita orang nak buat booth macam ni. So cari gambar yang dekat dengan you punya dekat dengan you punya event tu. Nampak seakan-akan yang macam mana you nak present it. Okay, and then demonstrate ROI. ROI tu dah return on investment. Especially not just to the sponsors but also to the people who you akan luluskan you punya proposal ni. You kena tahu macam diorang akan bagi you duit. So how the event akan help them to get profits. For example, dari segi ticketing and help them to understand who are going to come, how are you going to get the people to come, macam mana you nak get people to attract people. So it can be from you punya content, daripada you punya macam mana you buat ticketing, you punya pricing, okay. So that's how you demonstrate ROI. And then professionalism, maksudnya of course the document tu ada aspects of professionalism. So tak adalah nampak macam assignment sangat. I don't want that. Okay, it need to look professional. Mesti ada references, testimonials kalau orang-orang yang dah buat event. So dia akan tunjuk testimoni dia. Siapa organizer ni. So macam in your case mungkin yang ni tak relevant lah. Tapi kalau you have done so many events before, you kena letak dalam tu. Who have you organize for. Okay, kalau macam company lain mungkin I pernah organize for Petronas, saya pernah organize for this. So you tunjuk juga, maybe you minta diorang buat testimonials kan. Bagi tahu diorang punya kepuasan pelanggan, buat kepuasan kajian kepuasan pelanggan kan, for example. And then legal and compliances kena tunjuk juga, make sure everything you cover. Kalau event tu perlukan permit and perlukan permit, perlukan kebenaran, license or whatsoever, you need to make sure it's very clear in there that you are following the rules. Okay. Follow the guidelines. Kalau ada guidelines and engage the reader. Macam mana nak engage the reader? Tengoklah, make sure ada visual, make sure ada contoh-contoh. Kalau kita pergi present it, the proposal to secara fizikal, macam you are presenting it to them, it's best to have a lot of visuals, videos, audio, buat proper presentation and make sure you review and you revise the proposal. Okay, so ni adalah bukan, that's not the sample yang nak tunjuk for now. Nanti tu yang you kena buat. Yang I nak tunjuk adalah contoh proposal macam for corporate lah basically yang I did for Borneo Jazz Festival. Hold on. Let's see. Saya tadi buka Let me stop sharing. Yang ni semua ada dalam YouFuture ya. Slide ni you guys can download from there. And I also have a PDF like a very detailed text lah. Not this one. Borneo Jazz. Okay, I bagi you contoh satu event. This is a Borneo Jazz Festival. Ada orang Miri lah kat sini? Ada orang Miri? Sarawak ke?
Tak ada, Miss.
Tak ada? Macam ni tahu? You dah jumpa dah semua kawan-kawan you ni? You guys dah jumpa each other ke last semester?
Dah.
Oh dah jumpa?
Dah.
Oh kiranya part 1 lah dulu ni? Last sem? Dah pernah masuk malam lah?
Tak pernah.
Dah.
Miss.
Alhamdulillah.
Dah, Miss.
Dah pernah nampak muka I lah?
Belum.
Wah,
Macam famous je katanya. Tak kenal I
Kenal.
Oh kenal?
kenal.
Okay, alright. So this is an example of proposal yang my team abang sini I macam tolong kawan I. He is the No Black Tie company. So we are actually presenting this to Tourism Sarawak. Dia punya, Miri punya council, Miri City Council, we presenting it to them to show to them macam mana kita nak buat event ni. Lepas tu event ni memang dah approve dah, cuma kita nak tell them how are we going to run this event. So we also use this similar proposal to give out to our sponsors and to all other stakeholders yang kita orang cuba nak dapatkan fund from and sponsorship from. Okay. So contoh dia bagi, nak nampak awal-awal lagi memang dah okay. First kita dah letak poster dia, kita dah letak dia punya branding kat situ dah. And then kita letak dia punya details dia, apa yang ada, 3D festival. So gambar-gambar ni is not from the Borneo Jazz yang previous tau. Memang kita ambil gambar yang okay, ini yang apa yang kita nak offer. Lebih kurang macam ni lah dia punya vibe dia. Nampak tak? So gambar-gambar ni semua kita ambil daripada internet, Google saja. Okay. So ini adalah contoh aktiviti yang kita akan buat, program highlights dia. And then these are the artists that yang kita orang akan panggil. Bukan akan lah, pergilah. Benda ni jadilah, event ni dah jadi. So nampak tak? All those things are the people ataupun aktiviti yang kita akan buat. So gambar-gambar semua kita combine. Tu memang kena ada visual. So orang yang tengok tu macam, oh okay, you gonna invite these people. Oh this is interesting. Dia akan nampak benda-benda gambar-gambar, how the people look like. And then this is the layout of the event, the venue where we held the concerts. Kan concert lah, music festival. Okay, dia memang dalam satu bangunan macam macam rumah panjang punya influence kat rumah ni. So it's like a huge event space. Tapi dia macam it's not indoor, outdoor sebab dia tak ada macam you nampak kan, semua open air macam tu. Okay, dia memang dekat tepi laut. Ada orang masuk. Okay, nampak tak? So gambar-gambar ni semua memang kita akan tunjuk so orang boleh visualize. So that's how you're going to do your event proposal as well. Get people to visualize how the event will look like. Kita kata okay, this is where the people, kita akan letak dia stage, kita akan letak dia workshop kat mana, apa yang ada kat situ. So create a proposal where people can feel, oh macam ni nanti I akan rasa macam ni. This is how we're going to feel at the event. Tengok gambar-gambar ni pun you dah rasa macam, oh akan rasa macam ada angin lalu kan. Macam bau-bau laut, bau-bau beach tu. Lepas tu yang ni is what I was in charge of. Kita orang akan buat macam sustainable punya project. So this event is also coincide with beat plastic campaign. So kita orang tak nak orang, kita macam nak suruh orang recycle, kita orang nak ajar orang macam mana nak use reusable stuff. Okay. So these are the thing yang kita orang buat lah, yang kita akan buat, kita kata lah. Tapi kita buat something similar lah, tak adalah kita buat dinding macam tu. What we did was something similar. Nanti ada tunjuk pula apa proposal. Macam untuk this particular project, kita orang buat proposal yang different. Okay, and then kita orang panggil Kowe untuk datang. Kata okay bawa tumbler. So kita jual tiket sebab tu kita promote, okay please bring your own tumbler because we have Kowe stations. So Kowe boleh jual Kowe juga at the same time, and then all those Kowe punya machine tu are connected to water source that people can refill dia punya water. Okay, so that is our contoh lah, very brief. Yang ni very brief punya. Tak ada budget semula sebab kita orang nak tunjuk ke orang aktiviti kita sahaja. Okay, and then let me show you the plastic campaign tu apa yang kita nak buat. So beat plastic campaign ni, hold on. Kita nak gunakan a lot of recyclable items and to make it the hiasan dekat event tu tau. Okay, ada yang jadilah. Memang most of the things memang jadi. So kita orang tunjuk apa kita nak buat. Sekejap So this is my team. Okay, so kita tunjuk kat dia apa yang kita nak buat, apa kita punya aim, apa objektif kita. So kita memang nak tolong Miri City. Masa tu Miri City Council memang tengah aim untuk jadi bandar yang green city tau. So totally coincide dengan dia orang punya vision and objective. So they really want to support us in this one. So, kita beritahu apa yang kita nak buat. So this is the things kita orang akan buat community outreach program yang mana kita akan panggil community Miri untuk datang. So few weeks before the event kita akan buat bengkel dekat venue tu, dekat Copacabana tu untuk ajar dia orang macam mana nak buat barang-barang decoration ni gunakan plastik. So decoration yang community tu buat kita gunakan dekat festival tu. Okay, so kita buat bengkel. Every week dia orang kena datang. So siapa yang datang with a certain amount of botol plastik yang dia volunteer, dia join sekali volunteering, kita bagi dia tiket. Siapa yang join bagi plastik bottles dan tolong kita orang masuk bengkel tu secara percuma lah. Bengkel tu percuma je, dia orang tak bayar. So they get free tickets to the festivals. Okay. So macam CD, kita dapat lah banyak CD yang kita bagi tunjuk dekat Miri City Council. This how contoh-contoh lah apa benda yang kita orang nak buat. Okay, so yang ni we actually did this one. Yang gambar ni, nampak tak yang circle tu, that is actually what we did untuk jadikan items dekat ni. So kita tunjuk guna macam apa ni visualize lah. So we actually put kita photoshopkan gambar, letak okay this is how the arch will look like, guna plastic bottles dekat entrance, benda-benda macam ni, macam mana kita nak susun benda-benda yang kita orang buat tu kat mana. Okay, contoh-contoh lah. Okay, so again visualization is very important. So tunjuk gambar-gambar yang mungkin similar to what you punya vision is to the event. Right? Okay, that's done. Okay, so for now, untuk hari ni, until next week, kita akan jumpa lagi next week. I akan bagi you satu homework. Right, ini individual homework You need to fikirlah apa event you nak buat. What kind of event that you would be interested to organize, regardless of budget ke, tak kisahlah, tapi realistically apa event you nak buat yang menarik, tak kisahlah audience dia siapa pun, I don't mind. Okay, but what I want you to do is to do this. Kejap let me buka slides. Okay, So macam ni, kalau you guys tengok dalam these notes, which is saya dah letak dalam future ni, chapter 1 ni, dekat at the end of the text tu, I nak you come up with this, at least benda-benda ni lah. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 items. Title of event, date, location, venue, agak-agak lah bila nak buat, objective and goals, target audience dia siapa, cerita. Explain juga kenapa. Jangan letak je, oh you ITM students tak. Tapi cerita kenapa you nak target diorang. Why this audience ni you guys nak target. So this should be something yang you guys marketing student kan, faham kenapa pentingnya kita tahu siapa target audience kita. And then event details ni activity lah. Kalau you guys tak nak letak timing ke apa ke, at least letak apa activity yang you guys nak provide in the event. Boleh? Okay, this is all I need. I will give like fikirkan dulu, nanti tu besok I akan upload dekat UU Future macam template that you have to put in. Okay, you have to isi kat dalam tu and share with me. So this is individual assignment. Boleh ya? Okay, alright. So any question for me today? Ada soalan?
No, Miss.
Tak ada. So you guys ada 2 jam lagi kelas ni. So
Tak ada, Miss.
kelas ni ada 2 jam lagi. So 2 jam tu settlekan 4 benda ni. Boleh? Kiranya kelas dah habis tau. Jangan pergi sambung tidur tapi buat 2 benda ni. Sebab kalau orang tak buat next week, I nak tengok mesti ada. Yes, ada apa? Soalan Dania?
Miss, saya nak tanya,
Boleh?
if kalau you buat event and then you jemput like celebrity singers semua tu from
Dania
luar
bercakap
negara,
ke? Tak dengar lah.
Miss dengar tak? No.
Tak ada lah Dania.
Sekejap.
Ada tak dia bercakap ke I punya ni? Dania, maybe you boleh type?
Okay.
Tak boleh pula. Boleh dia cakap okay.
Miss dengar tak now?
Okay, dengar, yes.
Okay. Kalau nak buat event and then we jemput singers from overseas, then their transportation, the flight punya nak bawa diorang tu semua, kita kena bayar ke atau diorang sendiri?
You kena cover lah diorang punya budget tu semua.
Okay.
You lah kena
Termasuk
cover diorang
dengan
punya ni. It's
diorang
all in the cost.
including the accommodation, everything.
Tak dengar. Dah hilang pula. Nak panggil siapa ni? Korean? Artis?
No, just asking.
Tak dengar. Apa ni Dania? Including lah accommodation semua, it should be covered. You yang can handle diorang punya tu semua. Okay, alright. Any other questions for me? Tak ada. So kita tak buat ice breaking ya hari ni, macam I tak akan nampak pun muka, tak tahu pun siapa. Nantilah I figure out macam mana. Next week lah. Kena nak buat ice breaking. Suruh selfie ke. Okay? Alright. Selfie sekarang lah bulan puasa ni. So nanti buka bulan puasa tengok. Sama ke tidak? Kan dah raya dah makan banyak. Tapi korang buka puasa kat rumah kan. Makan juga hari-hari. Okay lah. Kalau tak ada apa-apa, itu sahaja. I think that's all for today. Alah, tak best lah korang gelap pakai emoji. Tak tahu korang gelap betul ke tidak. Okay. Alright, so everyone, thank you very much. That's all for today. Ingat, jangan pergi log out. Buat yang I minta tu. Okay, jangan pergi sambung tidur.
Nak masak
Alright,
ni.
Assalamualaikum everyone.